What is up, YouTube? This is Brindle here, bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle via Reddit's Pokemon League at r/Pokemon League DS. I've got a challenge here today against user I'm Licking Cats. Last time I was barely able to scrape together a victory, so he came back for another challenge, hoping that he could maybe pull victory out this time. So without any further ado, let's begin. So he's going to lead off here with his Mike Hunt, his Scrafty, and so the way he brings it in, I'm feeling like it's probably going to try to set up in my face because he knows he can take any one hit. So I'm going to lead with Moses, and I'm not going to play around. I'm going to go straight for the trick, predicting him to go for Dragon Dance, and that would absolutely ruin his Scrafty. But he actually makes a great prediction, and he knows that's coming. So he's going to go for the Ice Punch. And I'm like, well, okay, that's really bad, but I mean, I can take one Ice Punch. That's not a big deal. He hasn't set up yet. But no, he's going to get a crit, and that's going to destroy Moses. And that really stinks, because if you've seen my other videos, you know I rely a lot on Moses. And the problem is he's got Moxie, so now he's at +1 speed because of the Choice Scarf, +1 attack because of Moxie, and locked into a move that hits 5 out of the 6 things on my team for super effective damage. So I'm going to go into Dentata, the only thing that can take an Ice Punch well. And after Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet, he's going to lose a quarter of his health. So I'm not too worried here. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Stealth Rock, because I know I can take those all day. And I figure I'll set up a layer of hazards, and then I'll be good to go and hit back. But he's going to switch out here, and I'm going to go for the Power Whip. I was not predicting the T-Trend to come in, but it makes no difference if I went for Power Whip or Gyro Ball, because both of them would be terrible against T-Trend. But I miss my Power Whip, and this is huge, because he's got an Air Balloon, and it's going to be really important that I break that Air Balloon so that something can come in and Earthquake it later. So that was a really bad play, because if I had hit him with that balloon, I could have gone straight into Dr. Breaky right now and gone for the Earthquake. But I can't right now, so I'm going to be forced to go into Mishroom. And my new plan is he's going to go for Fire Blast because he does outspeed me. And I do have the Focus Sash, so I'm not worried about this. All I'm worried about right now is the burn. So he hits me down to my Focus Sash. I'm just like, no burn, no burn, no burn, no burn, come on. And I don't get the burn, which is excellent. So I'm going to go for the Swords Dance here. And I thought about maybe going for the Spore, but I didn't want him to maybe see that coming and switch into something that could take it. So I'm going to go for the Swords Dance and then finish him off with a Mach Punch. So now, I wouldn't say I'm in a great position, but I'm not in a bad position right now. I do only have 1 HP left, so I am vulnerable to things that have priority over me. But he's going to go ahead and bring in his Scrafty now. I don't know if he was maybe thinking I would try to switch, or if he thought I would go for Bullet Seed, or maybe he forgot that he's weak to fighting. But I'm going to be able to take him out with a Mach Punch, which is great, because that thing with the Choice Scarf that I inadvertently gave it could have done some serious damage to my team. So now he's going to go out into his Tankasaur, and I don't know what it wants to do, but I'm just going to stand and go for a Spore in case he tries to set up a Growth or something. He's just going to go straight for the Sleep Powder, and that's going to put me to sleep. Not really a huge deal, because if something is going to go to sleep on my team, it's going to be the thing with 1 HP. So at this point, I have no reason to stay in. I mean, there's nothing for me in here, so I'm going to switch straight out. And I'm going to go into Mount Turtle. And if you guys know anything about Mount Turtle, it's that Mount Turtle never gets to do anything. So I figure I've got the type advantage right now. We both hit each other neutral, but my attack is more powerful. So he's going to do just under half with his Giga Drain. So I know I can take one more. So he's going to go for the Giga Drain now, and he is faster, and this is actually quite important, because he's going to go for the Giga Drain now, and now I'm going to hit him with an Earthquake. And because I hit him now, he's not able to take me out and get all of that HP back from the Giga Drain. I'm going to knock myself out with Life Orb after doing all that damage to him. So that puts him in a very easily killable position. So Dr. Breaky's going to come in right now, and I know I outspeed. And so I'm not really worried about him. And I'm just going to go for a Dragon Dance in his face. I don't know what he wants to do, if he wants to Sludge Bomb. Even if he has like HP Ice, I can take one. I'm not worried about it. And he's just going to go for a Giga Drain again, I guess, maybe for trying to get some HP back. Or just expecting me to kill him right off the bat. And now here, looking at that HP, I was really tempted to go for another one. but just another Dragon Dance. But I couldn't risk the crit or that being min damage and the next one being max, so I'm just going to have to take out this Venusaur with an Earthquake now. I didn't want to lock myself into Outrage, and I wasn't convinced that Rock Slide would KO. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. He's going to bring out his Incubator now as Blissey, and I mean, Blissey is in incredible pain, so I'm not going to play around with this thing. I'm just going to go straight for the Outrage. I can't risk Earthquake not killing. And an Outrage from a +1 Adamant Haxorus is going to destroy this little pink fluff ball. And it doesn't matter if that thing was max HP, max defense, that thing is not surviving an Outrage from Dr. Breaky. So he's now going to go into his Alakazam Chris Angel. And if it's Scarfed, it can outspeed me, but it's not, and that's fantastic for me. I'm going to be able to go for the Outrage and just destroy this Alakazam. So everything's looking pretty good for me. Dr. Breaky still has its Lumberry, and he's going to get confused right now and get to use it. So I'm free. I'm now free to do whatever I want. He's going to go straight into his Ferrothorn, and this puts me in a great position, because I just snapped out of Outrage. If I had been locked into Outrage for one more turn, that would have been awful. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake. And that's going to do a little bit over half, right about half. And he's going to hit me with a Bulldoze, which is going to make me lose my +1 speed from the Dragon Dance. But that does not matter at all. Ferrothorn basically is immobile. So I'm going to go for another Earthquake here. And I know it's going to do roughly enough to KO, but if right here, I am going to get the KO, but if that didn't KO him, he would have won the game, because all I have left is a Sleeping Breloom, and he would have taken me out with another Bulldoze. I have a Sleeping Breloom, which was useless at 1 HP, and I have Whimsicott, who cannot touch grass types. So that was as much as I got a 3-0 victory, it was a very, very, very close match, because he totally would have won if that Earthquake had not KO'd. So that was an excellent game, I'm Licking Cats, and I'm really looking forward to your next challenge. And anybody else, if you feel like you've got what it takes to take me on, come to r/Pokemon League DS on Reddit and look for me, Brindle, the Grass Gym Leader. Alright, see you around.